It's more of that prime time.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Studios series Voyager class Rise of the Beasts, Optimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, it's part of the buzzworthy Bumblebee subline here. He's number 102, buzzworthy Bumblebee Transformers Studio series right there. On this side of the box, I killed him. That always happens. On this side of the box, we have a nice image there of Prime. On this side, we just have Prime, Bumblebee, because Bumblebee, RC, up top, Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. On the bottom, words, things, stuff. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and you have your brief one-sentence bio if you want to read it in multiple languages. Hooray for languages, and that is basically it for the packaging. Rise, Prime, rise. And moving right along, here we have Studio Series Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Now, first off, I just want to say a big thank you to Cam on Twitter for helping me to get my hands on this guy, because unlike my targets, his targets actually stock things. My targets suck, but thank you again, Cam. Thank you so much for the help. You're the only one who does. Looking for a Mirage too, by the way, in case anybody wants to look out for me. Have not been able to find him around here either, but anyway, here we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode. He is packed in robot mode, and I will say this is definitely an improvement over the mainline Optimus Prime that we got from Rise of the Beast as far as robot mode goes. Now, truck mode, a bit of a different story, but looks real good in robot mode here. But let's get in close so we can take a look not at those Prime abs, but at that Prime noggin. There's that Prime noggin. And you can see a nice head sculpt going on there. Got some nice gunmetal gray there for the mouth plate. Nice bright blue for the eyes. Looks good. Nice primey head sculpt going on there. You got silver there on the chest. You got the tinted transclearance window pecs. Autobot symbols. Nice silver there on the shoulders. Would have been nice if the smokestacks were done in silver also, but it is what it is. We do have some nice gunmetal gray here on the sides of his abs. That's some nice mold detail as well. Got some yellow, some more of that gunmetal gray there for the crotch plates. No paint on the thighs, but still, I think it looks better than the mainline one. It's using a darker shade of gray there. Some nice detail molded in, though. Lots of nice detail molded into the legs here. Got some gunmetal gray in here, as well as up there. Big old toesies. And move to the back, you can see, is a fairly clean transformation, as you can see. And now, articulation-wise, what have we got? Well, we got the head on a ball joint. You have a good amount of wiggly-waggly. You can look up a good bit, do total squirrel. Can look down a little bit. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. You got bicep rotation. You have a double-jointed elbow. You have a nice range of movement there. You do have wrist rotation. You have a little bit of inward and outward due to transformation, but hey, it moves if you need it to move. You have waist rotation. Due to transformation, you get an ab crunch. So hey, that works out. As far as the legs go, the legs can move forward that far. He has the big boot. Now, because these pieces here, these skirt pieces don't move, what they did was they just kind of gave him this, I don't know if you can see it right here, they kind of gave him this offset hip joint, so it just kind of shifts up, if you can see it working in there. So that works out pretty well. Outward, you can get out about that far. You got thigh rotation. You have a bit over 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. As far as the feet, they can move up, they can move down. You have rotation. You have all kinds of ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, we get some weaponry. We get his sword right here, done in a nice gunmetal gray. Got some nice detail in there, and we also get his hand cannon, which unfortunately not painted, but looks pretty good. I mean, it's very small though. It's kind of dinky compared to how it should look, but hey, it is what it is. If you want to, you can store these things on his back. You have posts and ports right back here. You can just have them hanging off his back. You just have tabs here to work with, but you can just tab that back there. You can have everything stored if you want it stored, but we can have him also wielding his weapons. Now, as far as his hand cannon goes, we have to do a little bit of transformation here. And it's just opening up this panel, flipping the hand in, closing that up. That exposes a post, which will go into said ports. There you go. He has his little dinky hand cannon. Now, DNA Design is putting out an upgrade kit for this figure that will have a much more impressive looking hand cannon and a lot of other bits and whatnot. Now, as far as the sword goes, you can have him holding it in his hand, like so, or if you want, you can plug it into this little port right here and have that going on. You can do this on either side. You can plug the hand cannon on this side, have the sword on the other side. You can do whatever you want. As always, it's yours. Display it however you wish. But he can stab, stab, pew, pew, stab, stab, pew, pew, and all of that good stuff. And I'm sure you're probably wondering, is that hand cannon Blush compatible? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it though? It should be. It should be. The problem is that this little piece here, focus on that piece, camera. See that little piece there sticking out? It gets in the way. It's totally in the way of the Blush, so it doesn't let it plug in the way it should. Makes me wish it plugged in this way, so we can have some proper blushing. So it kind of, the very nature of the mold prevents good quality blushing. That upsets me. That upsets me immensely. How about that? We can kind of squeeze it. Oh. We can squeeze that in. It kind of works. Should we go with it? Should we go with it? I'll halfway go with it. We'll do a, medium prime blush. That's all we're going to get. That's all we're getting. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the Studio Series Bumblebee Prime. You can see how that works out. And here he is with the mainline Rise of the Beast Prime, and you can see the Studio Series is a bit taller, does look way better in my opinion. I'll give it a turn around here so you can see who's who, where's what, why's how, and when's why. And yeah, Studio Series version definitely wins as far as the robot mode goes, as far as I'm concerned. Here he is with the mainline Primal. Here he is with Studio Series Scourge. So you can see how that works out. And here he is with the other Autobots, minus Mirage, because I can't find him anywhere, but you can see how that works out. So, there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode, and I think it looks good. As always, could still use a bit more paint, but as is, I still think it looks way better than the mainline version. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up his chest here. We're going to flip out the central section, bring that up, and then rotate all of this down, and then close the chest back up. Then we're going to come back here, undo this back panel, bring that down, and then take this entire lower body and just rotate it up like that. Once that's done, just kind of bring the arms up a bit, rotate that upper body around, and now we can start working on the arms. So what we're going to do here is we're going to rotate the arm 180 at the bicep. We're going to open up this panel, open up that panel. We're going to open up this forearm panel here and flip the hand in, close that back up. And what we need to do here is we're going to bring the arm up and we're going to rock the arm back. We're going to rotate this entire shoulder assembly here. So rock all of this back like so. Bend up the elbow, and there'll be a little tab right here. It's going to go into this notch right there. So just line all that up. That will sit right there. And then in typical Prime fashion, you just rotate that forearm in, and that will sit right there like that. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Actually, one thing I always forget to do, take this little gray panel here, rotate it down so it's sitting right there. Now, second verse, just like the first, so rotate that around, open up that panel, open up that panel, open up this panel, slip the hand in, close that up. We can rotate this now so we don't forget. Bring that down, and now just bring the arm up, rock all this back, and make sure that gets notched into place back there. Bring that forearm in, like so. We have these little gray sections here. We're just going to flip in. That will fill all that in. Once that is done, we can take these panels here with the Autobot symbols and flip those down. Flip those down, and then these panels will just come up and just snap in to either side. And bring that up and snap that in like so. And bring this up. Take these wheels, rotate them out. Rotate them out. And this entire grill assembly will just come up, and we have these posts which will go onto these ports right here on either side. So make sure that you have those lined up and plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. There we go. And we have the front of the cab all done. So now for the legular region, what's going to happen here is you want to take this entire section here and just pop this up. Then you're going to take this blue section and rotate it around. You're going to take the foot, rotate it in, and then rock it up. And you can see there's a little tab that's going to go into a notch in the top of the foot. So just line all that up so it's sitting like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, second verse, just like the first. So just pop this up, rotate this around, bring the foot in, rotate the foot up, and now we can connect the two halves together like so. We do have a little post-port connection, these little hip skirt pieces, so just line those up, just push those in. You can flip out these tanks on either side. So the last thing that's going to happen here is we have a tab right here. It's going to go into the notch right here, and you have a post that will go into this port right there. So just line everything up. You want to line up the tab first, get that in place, and then you can push in that blue section right there. Same thing. Just line up that tab, and then line up that post. And get that all together. Then just kind of push everything up so you can get everything straightened out all nice like. And there you go. There you have Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime in his alt mode. You can get a good spin out of him. There he is in his alt mode. And the alt mode is okay. It's okay. It looks good from some angles, like from the front, looks pretty good. 3/4, you know, not bad. Once we turn it sideways and we start seeing all this going on back here, it's like, what the heck happened? What? But I believe the DNA kit is going to fix all of this too, so definitely waiting on that. But yeah, it looks good from some angles, but definitely not all angles. That looks not too good. They tried to save it by like molding some lights in back here and whatnot, but it's still just like a whole lot of what's going on there. But you know, it is what it is. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. Again, we got some nice silver paints across the front here. You got the silver stripe. Again, you got those trans clearance windshields going on. These side windows are just painted in. You got silver rims. You got some nice detailing there for the tanks. All the rims are painted. Again, all this back here is like, brr, I don't know what's happening there, but alright. Of course, the feet just kind of folded up back there. But there is the top. There is the bottom. He does roll, as rolling things should. Hooray, get back here. He almost rolled out on me. Hooray. Hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here he is with the Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Prime. Here he is with the mainline Rise of the Beasts Prime. And I do have to say, I mean, while this one's not great either, I think the mainline version does still pull off the truck mode a bit better than this one. You know, I mean, neither one of them are fantastic. by any stretch of the imagination. Again, maybe this one, like the front part of the cab is better, but I don't know. It's that's my professional opinion. There he is with the scourgiest of scourges. Here is the truck with the monkey. And here is Prime with the other Autobots that I own, so there you go. Now, as far as the accessories go, you can store his weapons in the truck mode. Now, as far as the sword goes, we're going to split his legs, and it's going to plug in. There's a port on either side, but you basically want to plug it in so it's facing up this way. So you want it sitting over the feet, and just plug it in like so. There's a little notch there for the handle to sit in. And just close it all back up, and that is how the sword stores. Now, as far as the little hand cannon, there are tabs, slots rather, on either side right here on these sections. So you just take it and plug it in, and there is your storage. Hooray for storage. It makes everything look so much more elegant back there, doesn't it? But yeah, it is what it is. It's storage. Hey, storage. So there you go. And of course, with all Studio Series figures, we have the backdrop that resides within the box here. So open box, remove backdrop from box, bye-bye box, open it up, and there we have a little festival stakeout scene there, and we can plop Prime down. We have numbers, letters, we know how these work, but there you go. As always, a nice little display option if you want to take advantage of it. So there you have a Studio Series Optimus Prime, and yeah, as I said earlier in the review, definitely an improvement over the mainline version. The robot mode looks really good. Again, looks way better than the mainline. The truck mode, looks good from some angles, but from the back just looks bad. It just looks bad. But I believe the DNA kit is going to fix that up, so definitely looking forward to that. But overall, I mean, it's a good-looking figure. As is always, one of my critiques with Studio Series stuff, mainline stuff in general, could have used some more paint. But for the most part, I do quite like this figure, so there you go. Now, this is a Target exclusive, so good luck with that. Hopefully your Targets are better than mine. You can also get Rise of the Beast figures from BigBadToyStore.com, as always linked in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the Studio Series playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Studio Series Voyager Class Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Prime, Unicron is coming. Pfft, Unicron? Oh, come on. I'll take on Unicron by myself. Are you serious right now? Yeah, take him on by myself. Piece of cake. And how do you think that's going to happen? Oh, come on, I'm a Prime. I can do anything. You do realize how big he is, right? Nah, size matters not. Okay, first of all, not our franchise. Second of all, you're insane. Yeah, insane like a Prime. Which apparently covers all versions of insanity. We're all gonna die. Oh, we so are.